Hello and welcome to today's chatty get ready with me. I already tried filming this. Man, this mini ring light got me like I already tried filming this previously in my bathroom, so I kind of already started my makeup. As you can tell, there's less red patches and more red patches. So today's get ready with me is really just gonna be talking with you guys, and especially about self-esteem. We're going to be covering in today's video. If you don't like acne, don't look at my face. I have two cysts right now. This one's really large. The rest of these marks are scars, not pimples. So you can go ahead and haters control me in the comments or whatever, but it's my face. It's what it is. Anyways, so why haven't I been cosplaying? Well, partially because of my face, which I know is a stupid excuse because cosplay no matter what, you know, don't let the current state of your face affect your cosplay. So there's that, and there's also that 2017 has been a giant shitstorm, for lack of a better word. I lost my best friend, Sparkle, just a few weeks ago. It sucks. And I also lost my dog. Actually, I lost them 6 days apart. Charlie died first, and then Sparkle died shortly after. So they went pretty close to one another. So that sucked. So it hasn't really made me want to get into cosplay because high-key depression. But similarly, skin and self-esteem issues. Would you think like, oh, you're 20 and one day you just grow out of acne? That's the myth, is that one day you just grow out of acne, because acne's just, it's for teenagers, it's for children, and now that you're an adult, one day it'll magically just go away. Yeah, that's not how it works. You don't just magically one day stop having acne. I mean, some people do, like their hormones end up, you know, balancing out over time. That's not going to be the case with me, I've decided. So there's that. Anyways, but I just want to talk to you guys. You may have seen this if you watched my Why I Cosplay video, where I kind of went into depth on why I cosplay, issues with my self-esteem, people being little assholes in elementary school and bullying me for looking like a guy because I don't have cutesy girly features. So you can go ahead and watch that video if you want to fill yourself in on kind of that part of my life. But as far as the right now goes, I kind of just want to talk to you guys and let you know that really you can't let anybody in your life define your beauty. Boys, girls, friends, coworkers, classmates, family. Don't let anybody tell you what you should look like or what beauty is, because you first off must find your own sense of beauty in yourself and begin to accept yourself, and listening to other people's criticisms of you is definitely not going to help that. I mean, I know women criticize other women a ton, which is bullshit, because we're all in this same boat together. We're all in this sexist fucking boat together. So we need to learn to accept and love each other. But especially oh man, just saying this pisses me off. But especially if a man is trying to impose what you should be upon you, which is what happened to me a lot in high school. A lot of my like most scarring memories, I guess you could say, come from men, which like I really just want to like find where they live and deck them in the face, because where is a man's place to tell you what you should look like? Yeah, that's right. It's not his place. And although men struggle with what it means to be a man in this grandiose idea of masculinity, which one will never be masculine enough to achieve, one is only as male as their last male act. Pretty much being a man is like a giant performance of how manly you can be, in American culture at least. But it's also the same kind of dance we put on as women. And I noticed in my real life, at school and at work and otherwise, if you don't look your best and act your best and smile and play along, then people are like, what's wrong? Are you sick? Do you wash your face? Why do you wear so much makeup? Why don't you wear enough makeup? It's never good enough in the eyes of the public. Your image as a woman will never be good enough for anybody. So what you have to do is make sure that it's good enough for yourself, because just know now that it will never be good enough for anybody. And as young girls, we always stress out about relationships and things like that. And one of the biggest insults someone can tell a young girl is like, oh, well, you'll never get a husband looking like that, or you'll never get a boyfriend, or you're gonna die alone. Those are things I got told as a kid. But you know what? There's so much more to life than being in a relationship and belonging to someone else. And that's sexist in itself to say that a woman's worth in life is belonging to a man. That's fucked up. Don't tell me that shit. Worth in life to me is family and really good friendships and traveling the world and experiencing as much as you can in your small window of time on Earth. And that doesn't necessarily have to do with anything relationship-wise. So far, the greatest loves in my life that I have lost are my grandma and my cat, okay? And mind you, I have like no place to speak about relationships because I've never actually been in one. I've had people ask me out, like most recently, some guy actually asked me out this week, didn't even know my name. He just told me, I think you're pretty. Which to me, like, hello, 5th grade called and told you to actually learn my name before you try and ask me out. But that's just me. Swamp, can I just plug for this palette right now? Swamp Queen palette. Graveyard Girl. Cross yourself. This palette's so good. Anyways, so there was that last week, so it's not like I haven't been asked out before. But in my mind, it's just like, you should be able to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm beautiful, and mean it truthfully before you can ever believe somebody else's word about your beauty. So that guy can like go ahead and say like, I think you're beautiful, but deep down inside, do I think I'm beautiful? Not really. I'm working on it. It doesn't happen overnight. But it's something I'm working on. I'm definitely a lot more comfortable in my own skin than I used to be. And I hope you guys can continue to work on your own self-esteem, because it doesn't happen overnight. It's not easy to look yourself in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, when all you see are these things that you hate about yourself. And I guess the greatest advice I could give to you guys about how to change that flawed mindset is to begin to realize that everybody has something that they don't like about themselves. It's not just you, it's everybody. I feel like almost every woman has encountered some type of bullying in her life based on her appearance, whether that be people calling her ugly or people calling her a slut. It goes on all ends of the spectrum. Every woman at one point in her life, I guarantee you, has been judged based on her appearance. So it's not just you who's gone through these things. And I'm pretty sure people can vouch in the comments or vouch on my page that the cosplay community is a place where we come to not only, I mean, it's great, like I said in my Why I Cosplay video, to escape yourself, but when you take off that cosplay makeup, you need to also recognize that you embodied that character. If you love yourself when you're cosplaying, try and love yourself out of cosplaying. Just remember your potential. And I really never realized what kind of potential I had and what like beauty I could offer until I began to cosplay. Wait, we gotta choose our eyeshadow look today. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do now, okay. But yeah, so, where was I? I got so distracted by this eyeshadow. I tell you what, this shit is the good shit right here. This should have been like a live stream because I am brain dead today. So we should be able to look ourselves in the eyes and say at least one positive thing about ourselves. I remember in middle school, which is like the worst part of everybody's life, I swear to God. It's just terrible. It's just like, can't sign this petition to have middle school banned from existence because that's how much it fucking sucks. But I remember in middle school going through this like self-assessed 10-step program, and every day I had to write 10 things I'm grateful for. And I can tell you right now that most of those 10 things were about my cat. And that's fine. If you can find solace in somebody, it doesn't matter if they're a person or not. They still love you. It's probably the most unconditional love you will ever receive in your life, to be honest. But, I mean, just starting with that helped me a lot. Writing down 10 things every day you're grateful for, because we get caught up in all of these myths in our head about what is important and about our looks and all of these things, when in actuality, like, what do you want to say on your gravestone? She was pretty? Like, no, that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say, like, she was determined, she was smart, and she changed people's lives. No one gives a fuck if you were pretty when you're dead. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more to life than that. So just try, seriously, try writing down 10 things about your life that you appreciate, that you're grateful for, and you will quickly find that none of those things have anything to do about looks. We just stress looks so much in our society. And in a way I can blame Instagram in general. All of those freaking over-filtered photos. And even in cosplay, you can bet there's skin smoothing filters on my face. I've photoshopped myself. And I want to be honest with you guys and tell you guys that I've done that, because that's not what I look like. You can see right now that even without pimples, there's scars and divots here on my face, which never go away. Granted, I do 3 hours worth of makeup when I decide to cosplay, which helps to hide a lot of that stuff. But it doesn't go away. It's still part of who I am. I contour and smooth out a lot of things. And I'm not gonna say it's 100% of a lie, but there definitely is this factor of imagination in there that doesn't exist in real life. We're trying to become impossibly beautiful characters. And I'm sure any cosplayer you look up to has dealt with their own self-esteem issues. And I can definitely bet you that they Photoshop their photos. So we're all looking at and aspiring to these unrealistic ideas of beauty, which is fundamentally flawed. We're reaching for something that we'll never achieve. Do you not just love this song, or? This video is probably going to be hella long. I just realized that. Let me do my eyeliner and get back to you. Okay, I will be giving you guys my final remarks as I do that highlight though. So what I'd like to say to you guys is, please, say to you like as your friend, is please try and accept yourself and be kind to yourself, because no matter how much we wish it, there are certain things we just can't change about ourselves, and the more we obsess over these things that we can't change, the more unhappy that we will find ourselves. And I've noticed throughout my life that when I just am calm and accepting of myself, I feel so much better. And I say, yes, I've got problems with A, B, and C, but am I reflecting myself upon others when I think others are judging me based on these features, or is it my own personal problem? I think it's my own personal problem, and it can be resolved with yourself and starts with you. But please, please be kind to yourself. If anybody is unkind to you, they don't belong and they don't deserve a place in your life. Please just cut them out of your life. There is no point in keeping anybody around who doesn't accept you, and somebody who cares about you, not just on the surface level. You will find somebody if you are just yourself. The right people will come to you and they will see past all of this. And what's really beautiful is who you are inside. And it's like my grandma used to tell me, there are many people in this world who love you and you just haven't met them yet. You will meet them, and there are people who you are destined to meet, and they will be such a wonderful part of your life if you just open yourself up and be yourself and be proud to be yourself in and out of cosplay. And I know I talk the talk and I try and walk the walk, and I hope I can serve as an example of positive self-image for you guys. And I want to work on myself, and I want you guys to love yourself, and I want me to love myself. And that's one of my New Year's resolutions, is to work on my self-image and my self-esteem, and you sure as hell can bet that I'm gonna stick to mine. So if you want to, please this year join me on trying to build up our self-esteem. And I hope you enjoyed this get ready with me and this talk. It actually got me, right now I'm out of breath because I've got doki dokis, because I'm very passionate about this subject. So I hope you guys see my passion and continue to follow me on my YouTube. And I hope I can get back into cosplay really soon, and I won't let stupid acne stop me, because it's just acne. It's nothing else. I'm still the same person. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Bye!